the black race has been held captive.
I need you
for
guys
the
to
past
listen to Javon Clark real quick. Just a quick clip. Just take a listen. And after you listen, I'll give you my
50
point
to
of view.
60 years by a bunch of motherfucking special education boys. Only a special education boy would create a no snitching rule. Let me rob, shoot, sell drugs, and terrorize your community. And if you tell on me, you a snitch. That's some shit only a special education boy would come up with. Good at hiding that special education too. Oh, we tough, we street. You not we tough. And hide no goddamn colors and no flags. You gay, and the only way you can hide your gayness is to jump. And that's what them boys did in the back hall special education. You ain't with no girls all day. Y'all back there showing each other your meats and shit. We have been held hostage by these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers were special education boys that knew they ain't had no goddamn option at becoming anything in life. So they hit the streets with reckless abandon. What you think happened to all the special education boys across the world? You think they went and got PhDs? Them the niggas out here terrorizing. They couldn't function in school. They couldn't function on the playground. You think they can function on a job? They special education boys. That's why when they go to jail, the recidivism rate is so high. Why? They sit in jail all day and be special education boys. They used to. They used to being segregated. Let's stop calling them street. Call them what the fuck they is. Special motherfucking education boys that couldn't function in society.
Javon Clark, because he just made me realize something. That my whole life, when I've had issues with people, I wasn't really talking to a sane person. He made a statement in one of his videos the other day that the special ed people or children that grew up never disappeared, never died off. They are in the general population. And I've been thinking about my life and the things that I've went through with my trials and tribulations and the people that I've encountered and the arguments and fights that I've had and the disagreements and like the bad encounters that I've had in life with certain people. And for the life of me, I couldn't understand, why don't they understand, right? Why do I feel like I'm trying to drill truth or drill a point into someone that doesn't see the issue, the problem, or see the solution that I'm talking about, right? And then when Javon Clark made his video, and I will put it up after I say what I'm going to say, he broke down how the special ed people did not disappear. And in this life, I realized, now that I sit back and think about life and the things that I've been through and the people that I've encountered, that I have dealt with a lot of special ed people that I didn't really know was special ed. And this is not to be funny. Now that I sit back and I really evaluate my life and evaluate everything that I've been through as far as dealing with different humans through this life, I now realize that I have not been dealing with people that had a sound mind. I have been dealing with people that have been special ed from special education that grew up, no longer have the label and that are put in regular population living amongst us. And it's crazy. I even think I dated a couple of them. And this is not me being joking or not. This is me being real. I think I dated a few special ed people, not realizing they were special ed, but in my mind, I thought so. But when Javon Clark made that video and said all the special ed people grew up, and when they grew up, they didn't have that label on them no more, and they're in the regular population. And so when you think you're dealing with someone that you think they should understand, they should comprehend everything that's happening in your relationship, in your friendship, in your work environment, at a store, when you know what I'm saying, you ask a question, all these things. We are not encountering people with sound minds. These are the special ed children that grew up and now are in regular population, dating regular thinking people. And then us regular thinking people think that we're dealing with someone with a sound mind, and we driving ourselves crazy trying to figure out, why doesn't this person comprehend? Oh, I'm just trying to love you. Oh, I'm just trying to be your friend. Oh, I'm just trying to help you at this job, try to be a good co-worker. And then you understand, and then you sit back and you understand, oh my God, This is why they didn't get it. Because those special ed students are now adults, working amongst us, living amongst us, dating with us, making children with us, you know, working regular jobs, because the stigmatism that they had growing up in elementary and high school, junior high school, is not on them in adult life, right? So they have learned how to maintain and be in some sort of normalcy until you actually have to bear down and be around them for a long time. Like whether or not it's your family members, whether or not it's your co-workers, whether or not it's somebody that you dated. Like these special ed people are around. And a lot of people that I know have had kids with special ed people, not realizing that the person they're dealing with special ed, that's why they can't comprehend and understand certain things. And this is because I have an autistic son. Of people, and my autistic son is actually brilliant. So he doesn't fit in the category of the people I'm talking about. I'm speaking of those children that were in special ed classes like when I was a kid, and now they're adults trying to live normal lives with other people that are normal, but they're not normal. And we're wondering why the world is chaotic, because those people actually needed medication. Those people actually needed help, but they were lit out into the regular population to reproduce and to be around folks without the proper help that they may have needed through life. And then we sit back and we wonder, how does this happen? And why is this happening? And how come they don't understand? And why are parents killing their children? And why are parents doing crazy things to their children? Because we have allowed people that need help to live their life without help. A lot of the people that we are around on a daily basis are from the special education unit of schools that grew up and no longer have the label of being special education people. And we're trying to figure out for the life of us, why is everything so chaotic? It's chaotic because some of these people need help and they never got it. They were just released out into the world to maintain on their own. And we never thought for a moment that would be a detriment on our society. That would be a detriment in our communities. Because they never disappeared. They look normal just like you and I. When I was going to school, they had the special ed classes. There was no difference between some of the special ed children and the regular children. A lot of them had behavioral problems. But a lot of them needed more than just a special ed class. They may have needed some medication. They may have needed some counseling. They may have needed a little bit more help to cope with life. And there's a lot of special ed people running around here trying to live normal, but never learned how to live normal because we threw them out to the wolves. And then the people that what we consider normal take on these people as if they are normal. And then you're sitting there questioning yourself, what the fuck did I get myself into? And why is this person not understanding? Why is this person not why can't you communicate properly? Why can't you know the meaning of words, right? Because they're trying. They was thrown to the wolves to try to cope without the medication, without the help, without the psychology sessions they may have needed, or the psychiatrist they may have needed, without any coping skills. And they're trying to live normal. And that's why I believe the world is so chaotic right now, because all those special ed people that may have needed a little bit more guidance, a little bit more help, just got thrown out into the world to survive. And it's hard to survive in a world where they really truly don't understand. And another thing, sometimes it works in reverse. You could start out smart and end up with something like special education or something mental with you. And it depends on drugs, life, and medication. Because you got to think about it. Medication, drugs, and just the ups and downs and woes of life will mentally drain you.